What's up, guys? Drew from DropvaulT here again. Out doing a quick response vlog. Velda Vlogs or Velda Vlogs, I don't know. I'm probably butchering the name. Left a comment on a video with another question, which is fantastic. I love it when you guys ask me questions. It's only the second one that I've been able to do. So again, you know, I said this before, but if you watch this and you have a question that you want me to answer, or even a topic that you want me to talk about, or even just I don't know, anything that you want me to talk about, just let me know down in the comments down below. But he asked what group rides, and he defines a group ride as 5 people plus, have I been on, which ones were the most fun and why. And then he asked in reference to the first time riding a motorcycle, you know, when is a good time to do a group ride. So I guess he means like, how long should you wait? How much experience should you have? You know, that type of thing before you do a group ride. First part of the question, what group rides have I been on? I've been on several smaller group rides, you know, right at the 5, 6 bike mark. And I've been on 2 really large group rides. One was about 30 bikes, and then the other one was the Chase on 2 Wheels meetup, which was, you know, 120, 130 bikes. As far as which ones were my favorite, I would say, you know, I'm gonna say my favorite smaller ride was one that I did whenever I lived at the base of the mountain, and me and a couple of my buddies, 4 other guys, just met up and decided to go ride to the mountains. So it was 5 people. All 5 of us were around the same skill level, and we all had similar bikes. We all had 600s and, you know, one 750. The reason I liked that one was because, like I said, we were all similar skill levels. So there wasn't one guy who was just so much better at riding than any of us, and was just knee dragging and taking off and doing wheelies and all this other stuff and making us feel like we had to keep up. And then there wasn't the first timer on a motorcycle either that we had to make sure wasn't wrecking every 5 seconds. And we all had similar bikes, so there wasn't the one guy who, you know, when we're doing 60, 70 mile an hour down the interstate, goes flying by us at 180 mile an hour. You know, I mean, it was just a really even ride. That was my favorite small ride. Favorite large ride was definitely the Chase on 2 Wheels meetup. And the reason why is because just being able to experience that many bikes riding at one time was absolutely amazing. You know, I mean, you get on the road, and like, say if I took this turn right here, and if I was in the middle of the pack, literally all I could see from here on out on this straightaway would be motorcycles. People were blocking stoplights so that we could all stay together. I mean, vehicles on the road didn't know how to react. I guess that was kind of a bad thing, you know. But it was just super fun to be able to experience that. Second part of the question, how long should you wait, or, you know, what kind of a time frame should you have before you do a group ride? And I think a lot of that is going to depend on the size of ride that you do. You know, I think that you should start small. You should start with, you know, a group ride of 5 to 10 people, and make sure that everyone involved knows that this one person is inexperienced, and that one person needs to be within the front, either the front person or behind the leader. Okay, that way they're not seeing everyone else. They're not getting that pressure and if anything happens, the people behind them can block traffic and make sure that they don't get ran over or something like that. I think that's a very, very important part of that. And then another thing is, just making sure that everybody knows that this person is inexperienced, and you're taking a route that's really chill, really relaxed. You're not going into the tail of the dragon or the snake, or like, something to where you need full leather and someone's planning on knee dragging and whatever. I mean, that's ridiculous. You can't take somebody new out there like that. I mean, that's just common sense. So really, I mean, you need to know the basic controls of a motorcycle. You need to know how to ride a motorcycle, but you don't need a year of experience riding a motorcycle either before you do your first 5+ group ride. Now, if you're going into a huge group ride like the C2W meetup, where there's 120, 130 motorcycles, you need at least 6 months to a year of being able to ride and get a hold of your motorcycle and do 5, 6 small meetups. Because I put out a video right after the Chase on Two Wheels meetup and was like, hey, it's just so much different than a small ride, because you look around you and you're just surrounded by motorcycles. I mean, at one point I think there were 3 or 4 motorcycles on each side of me, and then 50 bikes behind me and another 60, 70 bikes in front of me. I mean, you have to have your head on a swivel, because if something happens at the front, everybody's going to go down. Everybody's going to be trying to avoid. If someone goes flying by at 150 mile an hour, then everybody else is going to want to try and be that guy too, and downshift and go try and chase him. I mean, there's just so much that can happen in a large group ride like that you have to be able to focus, and you have to be able to really focus on everything around you, and just be able to do everything on your motorcycle that you need to do as second nature, as muscle memory. And you'll get to that point, to where you can ride, you can shift gears, you can know how fast you're going just by listening to the bike and what gear you're in. I mean, there's a lot going on when you're riding a motorcycle. So hopefully that'll answer your question. And like I said, I love answering you guys' questions, so leave them down in the questions in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.